Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a future of Thorpe Park Resort video. Now, if you do, watch the channel and you've been watching for a while, you will know I did do a video similar to this a couple of months back. However, since then, obviously, Fright Nights has been here, so that is going to play quite a big factor in this video, and I also will raise a couple of different points as well. So this isn't the exact clone of that other video, but if you haven't already seen it, definitely check it out. But I will be talking about slightly different stuff in this video. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first of all, you may notice that the video looks a little bit different than normal. Now, this is because I've decided to switch up how I make my videos now. Instead of me sitting in front of the camera, I'm speaking into the microphone, and I'm going to have lots of different on-ride footage, off-ride footage that is going to be shown throughout the video, just to make it a little bit more interesting to look at. But with that aside, let's get straight into the video. Okay, so getting into the just the normal Thorpe Park stuff here, you will know that, there's been a lot of buzz on whether or not there's going to be a brand new attraction starting construction at the end of this year. Obviously, if you were following the construction of Wicker Man at Alton Towers, late 2016 construction did start, and obviously it ran through the 2017 season and then opened in March 2018. So possibly we could be seeing a similar thing here for Thorpe Park. We could see some construction starting at the end of this year, running all the way through next year, and then the year after we could see it opening. Whether or not this will happen, I do not know, but people have been around the channel for a while will know I've got numerous videos talking about what I think is going to be coming to the park, coaster-wise and also attraction-wise. However, when I was sitting down today, I did come up with a really good theory that could definitely possibly happen. It may not be as likely as a coaster, because obviously Thorpe know that that's what a lot of people are wanting. However, it is still something that has a great possibility of happening, and that is the repurpose of the Ghost Train building. Now, if you've been to Thorpe Park before, you will know that Dan Brown's Ghost Train is an attraction. However, a lot of people that go to the park frequently, such as myself, aren't big fans of this. Now, for people who go for like a one-off, maybe like every year, I'd say this attraction is fairly good. I mean, it's good for your first time going through it, when you don't know what's coming. But after that first time you've gone on it, you sort of think, yeah, I know what's coming now, it's not too scary. And not to mention the fact that the VR gets quite tedious at some points, not just like story-wise, but also maintenance-wise. Sometimes the headsets don't work, and even then, I wouldn't exactly say the VR is scary. Like I said, that is my personal preference. It could be scary and enjoyable to some people. However, I do see this building possibly being repurposed at some point. Maybe not for the next attraction that is coming to the park, but in the future. I can definitely see this space being utilised for a fully practical effects ride. Obviously, we've seen stuff like the Walking Dead ride go down. I think that was a little sort of tester to see how that type of attraction would work. Obviously, possibly something like the Walking Dead the ride, but remove the ride out of it and have it more of like a walkthrough experience, which is kind of what most of Dan Brown's Ghost Train is at the moment. There's a lot of that sort of scare maze style fencing and space in there at the moment. It wouldn't be too hard to just refurbish this. But obviously without all the VR. Now, if you did see my video I uploaded a couple of weeks ago, where I discussed what the Ghost Train would look like if it was fully practical effects, and I think something along the similar lines of that, not necessarily still being called the Ghost Train, but possibly repurposing it and having, its own IP, making more of a sort of new story for it, which I think could work really well and could draw a lot of crowds in. Fright Nights 2019 obviously debuted on the 28th of September, and since then I have been twice, and I can safely say that I have a good understanding of how the event runs. Now, before, making this video, I was trying to decide whether or not to do the future of Fright Nights or just do the future of Thorpe Park Resort. However, I feel like I should just have it as a little segment in this video rather than dedicating the whole video to this one subject. However, I do believe Fright Nights has greatly improved since last year. If you went last year, it wasn't exactly that scary. However, it is nowhere near, apparently, according to some people, how it used to be still. But I do believe we are getting there. Now, this is the main thing for me, is the fact that how they're making their new attractions. Now, if you went to Fright Nights last year and you know a little bit about it, you will know that they had 6 new mazes and attractions that were being put into Fright Nights that year, and most of them sort of weren't that great. Now, compared to this year's Fright Nights, we only had one big new attraction, which is obviously Creek Freak Massacre, and that has gone down well, and a lot of people are saying that it's the way Fright Night should be going now, and I'm one of those people. I believe that instead of bringing out like loads of new attractions, I feel like they should, you know, improve the ones they've got and then focus all of their, you know, money and all their attention on one brand new maze just to sort of make it as best as it can be. Now, not only obviously that point, but however, there is a lot more going on around the park. Obviously, if you did go last year, you will know that they had the roaming actors around, the roaming clown actors from Big Top. However, they're not here this time. Big Top Showtime has gone. However, we do have a substitute with Terror at Amity High. Now, in my opinion, I kind of prefer the clowns. However, there is a lot more going on around the Stealth Plaza than there was in the Dome last year. Now, the thing is with the roaming clowns last year was that you didn't exactly know where they were going to be. You just sort of hoped that you were going to run into them. However, with Terror at Amity High, you do know that it's taking place within the stealth area. So if you want to go and have a little scare and have a walk about there, then you know where to go. And which I think is a lot better than just having roaming actors. Because then if people want to get scared, they know exactly where to go. And if there's people there that aren't really into all the scary stuff, and just want to go and ride in the dark, it means that, you know, there'll be signage outside saying this is going to be scary, just make sure you be careful, which I do feel like is improving the sort of guest welfare. I know if you're going to Fright Nights, you know, you're going there to get scared, but at least it is a little bit more controlled this year rather than just letting the actors loose around the park. You know, even then, the actors probably wouldn't scare like little kids and stuff, but still, it just improves the park atmosphere in my opinion. And as well as this, the Terror at Amity High show I did not see. However, I've been hearing reviews that it's a lot better than Big Top Showtime. Instead of like it being like a flash mob like Big Top Showtime was, it's more of like an actual show, which I feel like is doing a little bit better in the park. Obviously, if you're there to get scared, like I said, there are roaming actors pretty much all the time. And then you just have these little intervals of shows every year. I think it was an hour. Like I said, I didn't really go and see it. But it has greatly been improved. And I feel like if Fright Nights are taking a big step with this year, if they carry on this sort of cycle next year, so say keep all the mazes that were here this year, maybe get rid of one, and then, you know, focus all their attention on one new maze next year, and then obviously the year after knock one off, keep the new one, and slowly we will get recycled attractions, and then in the time of maybe 5 or 6 years we will have all of this completely new lineup from Creek Freak all the way up until the present day. And I feel like that would really work for Fright Nights rather than just trying to shove a lot of products down someone's throat, or attractions, should I say. It just works a lot more. But that's what I'm really going to be talking about for Fright Nights. That wasn't really the main focus of the video, but it was something I did want to touch on. Okay guys, so that is the end of the video. I know it was a little bit short, however, I just wanted to get these new points out there. Obviously, like I said, I did already do a video like this. I will try and link that in the description below. So definitely watch that, because I do talk about a lot more stuff that I don't really want to cover in this, otherwise I'll just be going over the same stuff I've already done. So definitely check that out if you're interested. But also let me know whether you like this new type of sort of style of video, because I don't know whether this is going to work or not. For me, it is a lot easier, but I don't know whether it's any good for you as sort of like the audience, so I don't know whether this is any better. But it was just a little try run for this video to see how it would work. It's not really anything permanent. I just wanted to see how it would go down. So with that said, I will see you guys later.